They are employees of the international holding company, but they are connected not only with work. They are citizens of different countries, but this makes their friendship more interesting. I have prepared for us very interesting program. If he prepares a very interesting program, mine will be more extreme. They are the seekers of new impressions, but their views on dress do not coincide, and they travel together to their companions' hometowns. All three have their own leisure plan in each country. Three friends, three countries, 3 different days. In today's program, adrenaline seekers choose a quad bike. Do not confuse a paraglider with a parachute. Catch up and kiss. After a trip to Western Kazakhstan, we consider ourselves experienced travelers. It feels like each of us has lived a separate life. The snow-white locks of the Boshura tract appear before our eyes. Echo of underground mosques still sounds in the ears, and the body still remembers street fitness in Aktau. These and many other episodes, sad and funny fragments of our trip to Mangistau are hard to forget. There, our friendship acquired a new meaning. We have become closer and more understandable to each other. Such is the power of the edge where we left a particle of ourselves. What will be the next chapter of our mega adventure? How will the birthplace of Belek meet us? And whose travel plan for Kyrgyzstan will be the best? I am sure my friends will be surprised. But whether they will surprise me in my country with their program, this remains the most important and intriguing question for me. The program that I prepared is very eventful. I am sure that my best friends of course like it. Especially one part of it will please Belek. This is a surprise from me. For Belek personally, Kyrgyzstan will be revealed completely from the other side. Well, let's go. We decided to get to the Fraternal Republic in the most convenient way for us, through the beloved metropolis of Almaty, heart of the south. The city met and accompanied us warmly as always. We barely resisted temptation, so we decided not to stay here longer and immediately set off. A little more than 200 kilometers from Almaty to the border with Kyrgyzstan. This is quite a bit. By the way, a little Almaty coloring in the diary of our trip was made by the local bus station Siron. For a long time we have not seen such the hustle and bustle of the city. Oh, Salam. I've been waiting for you. Well, are you ready? Ready! This is the most unforgettable trip. Karim Belek, I prepared the most intense program for you. It will even surprise you. If you have prepared the amazing event of program, I prepare an extreme program. We keep our ideas secret for a while. Everyone is looking for something in Google, periodically falls out of the conversation, keeps silent. But everything goes according to plan. The rules do not change. I will show you the pearl of Kyrgyzstan. This is Issyk-Kul Lake. High mountains, clean air. Finally, we will feel real harmony with nature, guys. Harmony with nature? But like, how old are you? Guys, we need extreme to have a rest. Guys, you will not regret. Guys, wait for the extreme. Wait, extreme is dangerous. Personally, I'm interested in the history and culture of Kyrgyzstan. But like, you know, this country has a rich history that even I do not know it well. Well, let's do this. Each of us will choose the day when we'll be responsible for it. He will prepare a leisure and entertainment program, and in the end we will decide who is better. Let's on arrival in Kyrgyzstan, then we'll cast lots. Yes, I fully agree with this. Let's see whose program will be better. Be ready, thrill seekers. Alright, okay. But like, it's true that there's a sunken city on the bottom of Issyk-Kul, right? Yes, there is also a sunken ship of treasure. Yerkebulan is responsible for the historical and cultural content. Karim arranges active leisure, and Belek acquaints with the beauty of nature. By the way, he worries more than anyone else. He cannot wait to show us his favorite land. Impatience is felt in every movement and look. We're finally here. Once again, welcome to the country of Kyrgyzstan, the country of high mountains. Belek, but how will it be in Kyrgyz, thanks? Thank you means Rahmat. Rahmat to Belek. Belek, but how do you say thank you so much? Chon Rahmat. Chon Rahmat. Yes. Chon Rahmat, Belek. Mates, according to the plan, our journey begins tomorrow. Yes, the journey through Kyrgyzstan will start tomorrow, and the main question is, did you come up with your program? Yes, it's ready. Program is ready. Yes? I'm all set. Are you sure about your program? I'm sure. Yes, then let's do this way. As agreed, let's decide by toss. Hand over the basket, please. We will settle by lots and find out who will start first. Come on, mix well so that everything will be honest. I know. So? Karim? Yes. Karim. Like this, so you can forget about calm leisure at all. Traveling around Kyrgyzstan is becoming more interesting and begins with extreme activities. By the way, Karim, accustomed to live at high speeds, during the holiday completely forgets about the brake pedal, and for us it will not be a surprise if he prepares a test for which we will not be ready. Kyrgyzstan for me is already like a native. I've already been there several times. In Bishkek and Issyk-Kul, I already imagine and know how to prepare the program in which one. There are a lot of entertainment associated with outside activities, with extreme sports and lifestyle. So there will be absolutely no problem.
Мой, сердце маленький катарсис и натянутый струной. Я валю шум старых улиц, обниму своих друзей. Наконец-то я вернулась в сердце родины моей. Бишкек, Бишкек.
Karim apparently has prepared something like a survival program. And most likely our company will need good physical preparation. Otherwise, why did he make us jog? Beautiful, pure, untouched nature of Kyrgyzstan awaits us. This is my homeland, where we go with my friends, with my colleagues. I will try to create the most interesting program in the most picturesque, most beautiful places of my country. Thus, I am overwhelmed by the feeling of anticipation of our journey, and more I am overwhelmed with a sense of intrigue. What kind of program in my country my friends will come up with? For me. I am very glad that Jibek invited us to Kyrgyzstan, to his sunny country. I read a lot about this country. I found many historical monuments, objects, museums. I want to go to that wonderful country as soon as possible. However, in the city of Karakol, where we are, the air is surprisingly clean. So this morning exercise quickly woke our lazy bodies and even put our minds in order. So we reached our destination in full combat readiness, and we arrived in the vicinity of Karakol on a hilly plain. Who knows? Maybe from this plain that expeditions with famous scientists and travelers were sent to Central Asia. And we arrived in Karakol. It is here that Karim's program starts. As promised, you will have the most extreme vacation in Kyrgyzstan. Your task is to race the market road in a short time. Well, let's go. Yes, it's not a problem. Only today I will be a Terminator. What do you mean? I need to close. Come on, guys, I'm first. Come on, let's go. When a man buys the first car, he seems to get a pass to a new interesting life. But then, when the first impression fades, the search for new sensation begins. It is in such period of life that adrenaline seekers choose a quad bike. I experienced such adrenaline for the first time, a splash of emotions. In general, there was a river flowing, and in some places there was a swampy terrain. I drove there. Started to accelerate. Well, I got stuck there. Of course, Karim told me there is 4 more. I tried to drive in full speed. There was a dirt everywhere splash. I do not know. I still want to continue. It is said that each model of quad bike corresponds to a certain psychotype of a person. So the 3 of us, so different character and habits, need 3 models. As they say, what a person is, so is his beast. However, now this is not important. We did not experience such an acute driving pleasure for a very long time. This car can be called a hybrid of a motorcycle and a tractor. According to the technical characteristics, it got maneuverability and mobility of the motorcycle, and from the tractor, good cross. And it is okay that a quad bike doesn't have a cap. Let the wind blow and cover the dirt. This is all romance. Enjoy the beauty of nature and get the very adrenaline you need. Exactly this, open and crazy. After a wonderful quadro walk, we were waiting for another full drive adventure. And someone even had a childhood dream come true. Remember what you dreamed of as a child when you looked at the sky with a fading and strange trembling. Yes, the next test for me entertainment. As you know, my dear Jibek, in Kyrgyzstan, 96% is occupied by mountains. Well, what can you do with the mountains? Only to fly from the real mountain peaks. Seriously? I suggest that you start paragliding today. By the way, my friends, they're coming closer. They will help us in this. We will fly? Let's get started. Throwbacks! And can I climb to the roof of the Jeep? Of course, it's a tradition to climb a mountain. You have to ride on the roof. No. I'm going inside of the car. Well, as you wish. Come on, get up. You will miss it, Jibek. Karim, this is extreme. I'm an extreme seeker. I'm speechless. Beautiful. The weather for flights is excellent. The wind speed is the most optimal, 9 meters per second. Without hiding the joyful excitement and anticipation of new sensations, we begin to lay out the dome of the paraglider. It is not so difficult, but extremely responsible. From the side, it may seem that the flight of the paraglider is easy, especially since due to the minimum speeds of 25 to 50 kilometers per hour, flights on this ultralight aircraft are considered the safest. However, always it is necessary to remember, the sky does not forgive carelessness. At an altitude of more than 400 meters above the Earth, no one will come to the rescue, so we'll listen to every word of experienced instructors. Your main task at the start: run up the hill. The pilot will show you the direction. You should never stop. Run confidently. Do not stop. Do not doubt. The success of the start depends on this. They say that the winter is best season for training. It is not so painful to fall into snow drifts. However, flights cannot be carried out when the air temperature drops below 15 degrees Celsius. During a strong frost, the impregnation of the wing of the paraglider becomes fragile and it can simply collapse. So we got here in a good season and learned the first lessons of paragliding well. It turns out that many people confuse a paraglider with a parachute. But the parachute is a means of rescue. Its task is to open up and bring the person back to Earth. And the dome of a paraglider is a controlled wing, designed for planning and flying in air currents. It allows you to climb under the clouds and fly there for hours, hundreds of kilometers away. It was just super stunning. The instructor does the test, says run. This is all that needs to be done according to the instructions. I start to run, he holds me by the backpack. It turns out I think wow resistance from the parachute and he lets me go once. I almost ran off, but we started faster and flew. I experienced such a flight probably only with the takeoff of the plane and with the landing. It was such a grip, and I'm still speechless. We landed, of course, the wind disappeared and landed on the 5th point, but not so hardly. Why? Because equipment allowed. It was very cool. To tell the truth, while doing extreme and following the program of Karim, I forgot about history, architecture, museums, culture. And we were told that paragliders are not liked by aviators, because paragliders are very mobile. They are almost not fixed by airport radars, and it's extremely difficult to prevent them from appearing on the airplane's path. By the way, for this reason, paragliding is banned in Germany. Well guys, we had an extreme holiday today and at the end of the day I prepared a surprise for you which you will not find anywhere in the world. This is a traditional Kyrgyz game, Kizkumay. Very simple, your task is to ride on these beautiful stallions to escape from the girl. But there is something unexpected. If you do not escape, she will beat you with a kamchi. Yeah, after all the fun adventures I would not like to be beaten. Especially from such a tender girl. It is interesting to know that for a long time Kazakhs and Kyrgyz had to ride on horses equally well, both men and women, because the whole life of our nomadic ancestors was connected with a horse. It was considered the most valuable animal. It was this animal that fed, clothed, protected and even amused the human being. Until now, many national games of fraternal peoples are held with participation of horses, and it is not surprising that young girls, especially in remote villages, can outmatch any Jibek. Let's see now how this will turn out for us. Kizkumay is translated from the Kyrgyz language as chasing a girl. This ancient national game remains one of the most popular youth games in our time. As in Kazakhstan, in Novruz, the holiday of spring, in Kyrgyzstan this competition is always conducted. Game begins when the girl and the Jibek appear on the racetrack. In this case, the girl is 15 meters ahead. At the signal of the judge, she rushes forward about 400 meters. This is the rule. Only after that, the guy starts. If he catches up with the girl, he gets the right to hug and kiss her on the race. And she catches up with you and whips on your back. Okay, we arrived. I saw the stallions. I honestly was shocked. I thought, God, they were so excited they stood stomping. I think I'm going to fall today, but no, you cannot show fear to the horses. You need to show that you are superior to them and powerful. The game has started. The girl was running away from me. I was chasing after her, but she was running somewhere else. I was heading to the other direction. Okay, I somehow managed to stop. She made a circle and ran away. And I was running after her. Somehow, the horse stopped. In short, not everyone succeeds in catching the Kyrgyz rider on the first attempt. Not everyone can kiss too. The rules of the game suddenly change. In the opposite direction, the participants of the game were riding in a different order. The girl and the Jigit seem to change roles. Now the girl is chasing the young man, and if she catches up with him, she can beat him on the back with a lash. Well, it's fun too. The day was just full of drive, energy. This endless surge of adrenaline almost drove me crazy, to be honest. I was impressed so much that Karim managed to plan all the logistics of his program, being in another country, to organize the traditional game Kiss Kumai. The efforts of our partner did not leave anyone indifferent. Everyone was surprised at the organizational abilities of Karim, who managed, being in another country, to come to an agreement with everyone and everything. As a result, we moved according to his plan without any problem. The quad bikes were in excellent condition, and the motorcycle became a wonderful start to the day. The paragliding club worked despite the day off. A girl from the mountain village, a participant in the game Kiss Kumai, was generous to inexperienced riders. Everyone was united by a common mood, enthusiasm, excitement, and a bit of pleasant fatigue. In such a mood we saw all the day. Unfortunately, my day came to an end. It was a driving extreme day. I'm sure guys will remember it for the whole life. I remember immediately quad bikes. In the eyes of Erko, I know the sparkles, the spark of life. As for Bilek, I can say that I remember Kiss Kumai when we arrived. They showed these horses. Such they're real tulpars, and Bilek probably felt the spirit of drive. Even he trembled so little, he became frightened. I will never forget. It is good that this was filmed. It will be something to remember, then we'll laugh together. And Bilek, I think, did not know that one can have such vacation in Kyrgyzstan. So I'm waiting for high scores from you guys. Karim's expectations were fully justified. All interested parties awarded him the high score, 10 out of 10. This means that Karim has raised the bar of the match high, and the next organizers of the trip must try to do their best. We have to come up with something really special, what can impress the imagination of or touch the deepest strings of the soul. In any case, for Karim it is too early to celebrate the victory. Tomorrow will be a new day and new roads. Our companion Yurkebulan will lead us along the roads of the great history of a small country.